moderate the session, but also I work for the marketing team at Lead Square. So this session is exclusively for those in real estate, but we're happy to have anyone from any other domain or field or industry. Lots to learn from the session from our speakers here. We will get to them in just a bit. But before that, I'll tell you what we are going to cover in the webinar today. So we are actually discussing property sales and how can you increase your property sales via the medium of technology. Not just technology at large, but we are also going to really dig deep into the communication channels and what does omni-channel marketing really have to do with increasing your sales. So with that, let me just say a few quick words about our speakers, and then I'll ask them to actually share their experience so far in the field of sales. So I have Shimanshu with us, who is the DGM of sales at Spark TG. Spark TG is a cloud telephony service provider. Thank you so much, Shimanshu, for joining us. Can you please tell us a little bit about your experience in sales and also a little bit about Spark TG?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, first of all, thank you so much, Shivani, and thank you so much, Lead Squad team, to providing me an opportunity to share my views here. And good evening, participant. My name is Shimanshu Verma, and I'm having more than a decade of experience in sales vertical. Currently, I'm working as a Deputy General Manager in sales with Spark TG, and I'm associated with the Spark TG from last 5 years. So first of all, I would like to discuss something about our company. So Spark TG is a leading cloud telephony service provider in India, and we are providing cloud telephony services in pan India to different kind of the verticals businesses, and we are already trusted by 1.5k businesses, and nowadays we are handling more than 1 million calls in a day in our data center. And we are dealing into the toll-free number, virtual number, and call masking solution, auto dialer, WhatsApp business API, conversational API, and CRM integration. And the solution which we have that has highest, you can say, the uptime recorded so far. And side by side, like, we are providing lots of multiple kind of the reports to our clients, so that they could able to analyze their campaign performance, and by the help of these reports and other data, so they can increase their customer satisfaction index. So that is all. So over to Shivani.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Now our second speaker is Vineet, who needs no introduction. He has taken multiple sessions for Lead Square. What I will say about him is that he is a pro at sales. So Vineet, I'd like to hear from you, who, by the way, is also the AVP of South Sales at Lead Square. But Vineet, what is your secret to sales, and what sort of advice would you give everyone here today? Because we are discussing how to increase property sales. So what would be your one piece of advice on sales?
Thanks a lot, Shivani, for having me again, in this wonderful webinar. I have been just a quick few seconds on my intro. So from last 16 years, I have been selling different products in different industries, from a fintech to telecom, to device manufacturing to software now. So I'm in Lead Square from last 8 years, and have been in sales from all those 16 years. The only secret, for each sale, I mean, I've failed a lot, and from every failure I have learned, and the number of times I have failed has made me, seeing success as well. So that's the only secret, that it's like every failure I try to learn that what went wrong in that failure. If I lose a deal, I always try to do an introspection, understand that, like, why did I lose a deal, or my team lost a deal. So that learning I try to incorporate in the next deal, and I try also to educate my team also on those learnings, and that has helped us a lot in terms of getting better at sales. And of course, the cadence, the system, the process that we have set up and evolved with time has definitely helped us. What is the biggest challenge you face? It's a vote, right?
Yeah.
So should I skip it as of now, or?
Yeah, please do. Yes.
Sure. Thank you. Yeah, I
Thank you
mean,
so
yeah,
much.
that's all. We can start and have our discussion, and then we will explore more about this in this session.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So thank you so much, Himanshu, Vineet. Let's dive in. A quick note to those who have joined us. Please post your questions on the questions tab, and any other comments you'd like to share, please post it on chat. I have my colleagues Jagruti and Sneha in the back end, who are there to address any questions, complaints, or just say hi to us on the chat column. So with that, I'll start the session. So Shimanshu, my first question is for you. What comes to your mind when you think of omni-channel communication? And as of today, what role do you think it plays in the day-to-day operations of a business?
Yeah, so nowadays I would say that omni-channel communication is must because like we need to understand that that nowadays people spend their most of the time in the office or in the travel. So if we do not follow the multiple channel of communication, then we could not like increase our connectivity with the customer. So sometimes it happens that people do not like feel comfortable over the call. So let me take an example of the real estate industry. For example, if customer that they do not feel comfortable over the call, and some people think, okay, it is related to the property, so everything should be documented over the email. So email communication is must. And sometimes customer wants the WhatsApp like messages so that they could they could easily check all the details over the WhatsApp. But in other way, sometimes people thinks that okay, on the over the email or over the WhatsApp all the informations are not clear, so they want to connect with the sales team. So they make a call to the like a customer support team or the sales team, and they put their inquiry, and they want to like get more information about the property or about the like a property rates. So like if we are not using the multiple communication for the discussion, then we could not increase our like a productivity. By the help of the multiple omni channel communication, we can increase our productivity and the connectivity. And uh, productivity and the conversion is directly related to the company revenue. So from my side, like it is very much necessary nowadays that every business needs to keep multi or omni channel communication, so that they could able to reach to their customer, and they could able to get more information about the product and about their needs, so that they could able to do something to close the sales or close the deal. So automatically, like if we are following all these steps, so automatically company revenue will get increases. So that is all from my side.
Sure. Vineet, when it comes to omni-channel marketing, what do you think are the strengths or some of the better channels that you have heard customers or prospects talk about that have helped in sales or rather personalize the communication?
Sure. So this is a very actually interesting question, and I'll try to build my thoughts on okay, like whatever Shivanshu had stated. Let's kind of okay, break it into two pieces. One is the omni-channel communication, and second is the 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 kind of personalization we bring in while trying to connect to the customers through these omni channels, right? So if in a gist, if you have to say omni-channel personalization, it involves the personalization of communications across all the channels that you use to connect to your customers, right? Now, as a strategy, when we talk about omni-channel communication or personalization as a strategy, it becomes like very important and ideal for all the businesses if you are eager to stay ahead in the competition, and if you want to say, I mean, deliver a truly differentiated customer experience, then you should always use the omni-channel, like omni-channel experience, and okay, deliver those to the customers like basis the preference of the customer. I'll give some examples now. In real estate, from the perspective of a real estate organization, you generate an inquiry, right? A customer had submitted his inquiry, and then you send an email, an SMS, and a WhatsApp. Now, for the first few stages, the customer or the prospect might not be interested in talking over the phone. It's because he wanted to generate certain information. He wanted to accumulate certain information. So he's responsive only on WhatsApp as a medium. So when we know that the customer is no kind of active only on this channel, then our further communications should happen like optimizing that specific channel. So if we do so, like two things: a, we are able to save some cost of the organization, uh, as we are holding ourselves not sending the communication to the other channels as well. And B, we are also trying to optimize that channel and kind of make it effective for the customer. So in my opinion, I mean, there's this omni-channel, so omni-channel, it is okay working out for all the industries, specifically for real estate as well. It is very imperative and important that we all use omni-channel as a communication medium to the customers.
Okay, Vineet, I see that we can't see you anymore. We can't see your video, but I will move on. Oh yeah, you're back. You're back now.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So, then let's talk about, so obviously we've established the many ways in which omnichannel marketing helps. So when
Mhm.
it comes to strategies now, in terms of follow-ups, and I know there is no one size fits all strategy. However, what are some of the ideas or insights can you share? And I'll start with Shimanshu. What would some of the ideas or insights you'd like to share when it comes to the ideal follow up for prospects? How do you think what is the right balance one should maintain when it comes to using all of these platforms together?
Yes, so we need to understand that agent follow up is very much important, because if I take an example of the real estate industry once again, so we need to understand that in the real estate industry, to generate a lead involves lots of money. They have to do lots of TV ad campaigns. They have to do lots of social media marketing. They have to print lots of newspaper ad as well. So after all this stuff, like they could able to like generate some kind of the you can say the traffic on their website or their property sites. So if we do not have the healthy pipeline, then we cannot convert the sale. So it is very much important that we should follow all the agent follow agent should follow up like all the leads, so that they could able to maintain a healthy pipeline. Because if you do not have the healthy pipeline, then you cannot predict that within a 15 days like you will able to convert these kind of the leads, or within a 1 month, or within a quarter, or within a yearly, like how much revenue you will able to generate if you do not have the healthy pipeline. But if you have the healthy pipeline, and if you are following your all the follow-ups as per the required time, then you will get an idea that okay, yes, these are my very hot leads, so I can convert these customers within a 15 days or within a 1 month. But if you are not using the multiple omni-channel communication, then you could not able to connect with your customer on time. So agent follow-up, as well as you can say the usage of the omni-channel communication is very much important nowadays. So I just want to add this thing that if you are reaching to your customer on time, if you are following your pipeline properly, then definitely you can increase your company revenue.
Okay. And Vineet, where does the role of, let's say, automation come into play here? Since we're discussing follow-ups, how important do you think that is?
Well, so automation is a key ingredient of the business process that you define while mapping your sales process. Now, we have to look from an inquiry till conversion, right? There is a whole sales journey. Now, how do we map this sales journey? Uh, so automation can help us, okay, basically to create a cadence and a kind of a regimentation of the work desk, like right from the first call to the customer till the sale is completed. This whole journey can be divided into say 6 or 7 different stages. In real estate, it can be. So I'm just stating with some examples as well. First, his inquiry comes in. After that, the follow-up is done. Interested for site visit or site visit booked. Then the negotiation happens. Then documentation as a process. Then agreement. And after this, of course, like closure. So now at each stage, if we set up automation, then the task and activities related to that particular stage can be automated. And this improves the efficiency in the process. Now, a lead comes in, like automatically a communication is sent out to that inquiry. It is assigned to a sales guy. He get a notification. He speaks to that lead. If it interested, he put a disposition, and okay, basis that disposition, the stage gets changed. So two things happen. A, the life of that rep is kind of okay, sorted, so that he has to just work onto a single screen. He can complete all his tasks and activities. If you have set up automation, if you have the right CRM and had set up the automation in such a way that he does not need to toggle in between different screens, right? So the ease will save his time to complete his task and activities. Second, the pipeline that he builds through automation, okay, some of the repeated tasks can be automated. He need not to update everything on a manual basis. System is going to take care of all that. And then for the management, there are dashboard analytics visible that basis those dispositions, they would be able to see that where the pipe is okay, moving, the funnel is advancing or not, like how many inquiries did we generated out of that, like how many inquiries are there at what stages, etc., etc. So those things can be planned well. And if you have set up the automation, you would have a like visibility on the each stage and step. And B, you will also be able to empower your sales reps to do better in terms of their selling as a process.
Okay, and I have to throw in WhatsApp here. So, how easy is it to set up automated communication via WhatsApp? Let's say for at least maybe those looking to purchase a platform like Lead Square and Spark TG.
If I can start with this answer.
Yes.
Sure. So it is like a kind of a plug-in and play. You have to have a business account and you plug it into Lead Squad. If you have, say, Spark TG, that integration can happen into Lead Squad. Spark TG and Lead Squad can be integrated. And then this entire journey that we discussed, if you want to automate some part of this through WhatsApp and complete this journey like there itself, so that is also possible. Or if you want to use WhatsApp only for automated like trigger-based communication, so that can also be achieved. But it is very easy and it is very convenient as well for the customer. You deliver actually a great experience to the customer, because like most of us nowadays are like available on WhatsApp, and we would want to have the communications also on this channel itself. So it is the most preferred way or the channel for a communication in today's world.
Shivanshu, would you like to add?
Yeah, so I would say Lead Squad is playing very important role nowadays in the automation and the technology, because we have lots of clients who are using the Lead Squad integrated CRM with Spark TG telephony services. And it is very easy to integrate our telephony services with the Lead Squad, because Lead Squad, they have lots of variety on their CRM, and they have multiple APIs. They have lots of automation option on the CRM itself, so that customer can create the automation as per their requirement and as per their business nature. And if we are integrating the WhatsApp as well with the Lead Squad, and so it will give you more boost, so that you could able to connect with your customer. For example, like if dialer is dialing some leads and customers are not picking up the call, so if we have the integration with the WhatsApp, then immediately one WhatsApp template we can shoot to the customer. So whenever customer will get a time, they can see, okay, I got a one call, and I missed it, but the call was related to this businesses, and if they are like willing to like connect with the like a agent, then they can like type some message over the WhatsApp, they can reply over the WhatsApp. So accordingly, agent will get the reply and they can connect with the customer over the WhatsApp, as well as they can make the call to the customer. So like all these technologies playing very good role, and once again I must say that Lead Squad is helping us to like increase our like you can say technology as well, and by the help of the like Spark TG telephony services, lots of customers like who are using the Lead Square CRM, they will able to like increase their productivity, and they are getting all the details over the like Lead Square, because like if we are integrating our telephony solution with the Lead Square, then for every call we are pushing the call record data on the WhatsApp, on the Google, on the like Lead Square CRM itself, so that like any of the agent is making call to the customer, they can read the customer complete history, that when was the first call made to the customer, and what was the response, what kind of the property they are looking for, and what information like is required, we should like pass to the customer. So all these detail will get captured on the Lead Squad CRM. And once again, like there are so many like automation option in the WhatsApp, so the client can like make the automation as per their requirement.
Okay. And let's say if we put ourselves in the shoes of, a sales manager out there, right? How can these platforms help them manage their teams better? So to say, to be able to just see what their team has been up to, or have they even met their targets or not, from a manager's perspective, how does technology really make them more efficient and thereby make the team more efficient? Beneath, if you want to take that up.
Sure. So Shivani, so I just wanted to be, like very blunt here from a technology perspective, because technology is playing a vital role in improving overall sales efficiency, performance, and experience. Few pointers, I just want to highlight by using a right CRM, which has the ability to integrate with multiple tools or platforms, right? We would be able to set up a sales process which will help the sales reps to sell better, to achieve their targets easier. Second, we need to use the right communication tools like Spark TZ for telephony, SMS, or WhatsApp. And then thirdly, we have to analyze the available data in the format so that the sales rep gets the benefit out of it, and they would be able to have more meaningful conversations with their prospect or the customers. Right now, we also can automate some of the manual and the repetitive tasks. So all these things would basically help a sales rep in terms of easing out his daily task and activities. So as a manager, your first question was that how do we set up the process, or as a manager, like how do we track the efficiency or the productivity of a rep? Now, if you have a CRM system in place which is integrated with the telephony, like most of the sales is done either in a hybrid model with a call center and field assisted journey, right? So inquiry comes in, it goes to the call center takes up, the call is being recorded, passed on to the CRM. Like how many calls a person can take, what is the output of those calls, and how many, it's like marketing qualified leads the person is able to deliver. The sales manager would be able to view and track all of this. If the rep is working on a CRM, because CRM has all this data can be segregated and bucketed in a way that the manager get to see this on a daily basis and help wherever it is needed to ensure that the productivity of the rep is improved, increased, and the efficiency in this kind of process is also improved. So by using a CRM, we would be able to create the visibility for different roles. We will be empowering the reps to do more, to sell more, to do their activities or their cadence in a better way. Third, we will have analytics on top of it to summarize everything. From the every corner, you would be able to push reports to see that what is happening overall on an organization level. So I hope this answered your question, Shivani.
Yes, a very comprehensive answer, Vineet. Shimanshu, if you'd like to add, just from the perspective of sales managers out there, and why is this beneficial for them?
Well, I would like to say that nowadays technology is playing very important role in every businesses. Like previously, like if we talk about that, previously people businesses were using only the one channel of communication, and that was the phone call only. But nowadays, by the help of the technologies, there are so many mode of the communication. Like we can integrate WhatsApp business API, we can integrate the SMS service, and we have the like a conversation AI as well. So by the help of these new technologies, agents are also getting more tool to connect with the customer, and they could able to share more important information to the customer. So if we are talking about the integration or the automation with the lead squad, so as I said you earlier, that there are so many options in lead squad. So our lots of client they are using the lead squad in Spark DG telephony services integrated with the lead squad CRM. So they can make the a lots of automation. So by the help of these automation, they can streamline their the complete pipeline, or the customer information or customer database. So it helps. So for example, in the real estate industry, what happens is whenever customer put one inquiry, so first of all, if you have done with the automation in the lead squad, so inquiry first of all come into the fresh bucket. And if we are talking with the, and if dialer is making call to the customer, and or like a one attempt is already done with the customer, then lead comes into the second bucket. And after that, accordingly, as per the communication with the customer, leads can change the bucket anytime as per the automation. So all these steps they will give you help to manage your complete customer database. And in the end, you will get a you can say uh, the you can say the more effective leads, so that you will get an idea, okay, all these lead will get converted into the sale, all the junk lead or the junk inquiry will get rectified before itself. So after that, you will get the better data, and you will get the better customer database.
Okay, thank you. Now I'd like to actually change gears a little bit. So, we've discussed omnichannel marketing, we've discussed technology. Now, what comes to mind is which are some of the companies out there that are really leveraging technology in the best manner possible. It could be any of our current customers, or it could be someone you basically when you've gone to buy property, and I know Vineet, you've tried. So which companies out there, real estate businesses, are really leveraging technology in the best manner possible. They're prompt with their responses, and they give you accurate answers, because clearly then they are using a tool to increase their property sales. Any examples that come to mind straight away, Vineet, Shimanshu?
So if I can answer this, so there are many customers who are using Lead Squared, and they have seen a tremendous increase in terms of their uh, so overall sales, or the productivity of the people, the increase in efficiency of their processes. There has been a lot of such customers. So just to give you some example, say others developers has used, then Mahavir Builders, then Rohan, uh, Bharti City, uh, then okay, it's like Alliance Builders of South India, like one of the largest builders in South India, and KJ Builders. All they are using Lead Squared for to solve three, four major challenges. I want to highlight those challenges as well, which we have solved for them, so that the audience get the benefit of understanding that how a CRM can help in terms of mapping and managing the complete sales process. The first challenge that most of the organizations they face is basically lead leakage. When you generate your inquiries from multiple channels, you need to manage those multiple channels. And if you do not have a CRM, there is a chance that some of those inquiries may be lost in transition. But if you have a CRM, all those inquiries, which is tightly integrated to all your channels, the inquiries flowing in from different channels, they are kind of they drop into one pool in the CRM, and from there, like first problem that you solve is basically you ensure as a CRM that the lead leakage is absolutely zero. The second problem that we solve is basically the logical and automated distribution of those inquiries to ensure that the turnaround time to respond to those inquiries is lesser, like up to the extent of like few seconds or a minute. So I mean, in Lead Square with all these organizations, we have like given a flexibility through automation that you define the logic that you would want to distribute the inquiries to your respective teams, okay, basis on the logic of it may be the product, it may be region, it may be skill set, it may be, say, property type. So all those flexibilities are there. You would be able to define all this process. And then you give the ease of working to the sales reps by notifying them. Once you assign an inquiry to them, they should know that an inquiry is assigned. So you send out a notification. It can be a desktop or mobile app notification, which is sent to them. And probably they get to see that there is a new lead assigned in their bucket. They dispose it. And for the managers also, if the rep is not able to dispose that, it can be escalated. So Lead Squad as a platform is trying to build a system which has the ability from capturing to integrating with the telephony to push it to the dialer, and then a workbench for the reps to complete their daily task activities, etc. So this kind of helps all these organizations, in terms of like mapping and managing their sales process. And parallelly, we also have like marketing automation as a module, which helps the organizations to nurture and engage further wherever like it is required, basis certain triggers, okay, like basis certain dispositions, or you would be able to create a drip campaign, okay, basis what content do you want to share. Like some of the examples in okay, real estate can be when a site visit it's scheduled, you send out a communication. When it is completed, you send out another communication, like one different communication, and that can also have the details about the property, the documentation, okay, that is needed, the checklists of those documentations. So all those things can be kind of mapped and managed, and it is okay, like being done today in most of these organizations, and they are found it like super effective.
Okay, Shimanshu.
Yeah, so to elaborate this point, I would like to take one of my like a client example, and they are also like in the real estate industry, and they are very big giant in South India. And previously, like they were not using any automated like a kind of the solution for making any outbound call. So like they came to us, and after that they explained us that what are their pain points. So first of all, their pain point was like whenever any of the customer is putting inquiry on their website or any social media platform, so they were not able to like initiate an instant call to them, because they were their agent were using the click to call or the manual call. So like it was happening that most of the time, like customers are available on their website, customer like put a inquiry on the social media platform, but their agent were not able to like make the call on the instant manner. So after that, we gave them a solution, and we gave them a auto dialer, and we integrated our system with the Lead Squad CRM. We have given them the our schedule call API. So by the help of the schedule call API, what is going on, that whenever customer is putting any kind of the inquiry on their website or social media platform, so instantly like Lead Squad is pushing the customer detail to our dialer, and our dialer is dialing the customer like number instantly. So, and we have given them the max size option as well. Like in the schedule call API, we can put the max size 3, max size 7. For example, in first go, customer is not picking up the call. So in our API, you can set the like parameter, you can set the time that after first call, like if customer is not picking up the call, then the second call should go after half an hour, after 1 hour, as per the business requirement. So our API is working in the same way, and we have integrated all these things with the lead squad, and it is working very, you can say, in a very good manner. And secondly, we have given them the agent follow-up API as well. Same thing that their agent were putting lots of follow-up, but due to the unavailability of the auto dialer, they were dialing the number manually, and sometimes they forgot to dial their follow-up as well. So to remove this like a challenge, we have given them the agent follow-up API as well. So now their agent do not need to dial the number, customer phone number manually. Our dialer is dialing their customer phone number automatically as per the required time of the callback. So, and we have given them the max size option in that particular API as well. So if customer is not picking up the call in first time, then dialer is trying the second attempt and the third attempt and the fourth attempt as per the business requirement. So all these kind of the automation is available with the lead squad, and lead squad is managing all these APIs in very good in very good way. And like after like doing this kind of the automation with the lead squad, like now like our client productivity and the connectivity has been increased. We had a call with them last week, and they were like doing some analysis that previously like what was their answering percentage, and now what is their current answering percentage. So there is very huge gap. So now everything is working fine, and moreover, like their agent can check all the history about the customer, because whenever our dialer is making outbound call to the customer, we are pushing the post call hang up data to the lead squad. So agent can easily check, okay, last time when dialer made the call to them, and what was the lead stage, whether it was fresh or suspect or reach, and like that. So accordingly, like agents are taking the decision that how they can handle this customer. If customer is looking for some information, they are like sharing the information like on the like exact time. So these things like is helping our client to increase their connectivity with the customer. And as I said earlier, that if you have very good connectivity, if you have good conversion, then it is really directly related to your company revenue.
Sticking with our customers and clients, and I'll start with you, Vineet. So obviously, without sharing any specific secrets from our customers and our clients, what are some of the best practices you would recommend to other real estate businesses out there, having seen existing customers do something really well?
So, uh, so house hunting is now going digital, right? I
Oh
mean,
yes, I
yeah.
also get
So
flat videos on you on WhatsApp, and people like book flats because they see the video on WhatsApp. Sorry,
correct.
please go.
So true. So since house hunting is going okay, like digital specifically, if we have to shortlist, say first three properties, and then we would want to compare, and then like as a customer, I'm just saying this as a customer because we do the first exploration through digital channels. Then we would want to post an inquiry. Once we share an inquiry, whosoever call us first like gets the first advantage in our brain atlas. So setting up a right CRM and a telephony system is the first step, because if you do so, you will not be able to miss any inquiry. So like every inquiry will be at certain cost. So we like cannot afford to lose any inquiry in transition. So first is that if we are able to set up the right CRM tool along with the telephony, the first step is done. The second is how do we set up the right business process for the reps in okay, real estate. Some key trends that you would also see basically that bot would be replacing some of the works today being done no kind of manually. Say if I want to know whether a 2 BHK or a 3 BHK is available in this particular project or not, Now I don't want to have a person to answer that, right? It can be answered through a bot.
Yeah.
So setting up a bot will become imperative and important, like going forward, because like most of us, we would just want to send an inquiry on WhatsApp, if there is a WhatsApp number, and then we would want to have a communication through that channel itself. I will send my inquiry. I just want to get an answer. Like until I feel as a customer that I want to talk to a person, and no, I want to be assisted. So setting up the process to help the sales resources, setting up a bot system to eliminate some of the manual, like task and activities. Also, from a marketing standpoint, Shivani, you would kind of, like know it more than me, but localized, a kind of a localized marketing and engagement community, it's like community engagement. It's something which most of the real estate organizations are kind of like tempting towards. They wanted to do a very localized targeted campaign to engage. It's because the buyers are actually, like most of the buyers, I don't say all, but most of the buyers, if you see, are say in and around 10 kilometers of that, like vicinity where project is. Apart from like some of the investors who want to say buy 3 apartments and invest like as an investment, but most of the buyers are from that periphery of 7, 8, 9, 10 kilometers. So a community engagement, localized marketing, and like setting up the platform, you set up the right cadence, you regiment the complete workflow, use the new tools like available in the market to automate as much as you can, but at the same time human intervention is also important. The reps should be trained well onto those platforms so that they get to kind of maximum benefit out of it. So these are some of the steps which we need to take while setting up a business process. We have to like define all this. I guess, yeah. I mean, like, that's all.
Shimanju, your 3 points maybe.
Yeah, so I would suggest that every business should use like multiple, like you can say, the channel of the communication nowadays, because we need to understand that I have explained here previously itself that nowadays people are spending most of the time in their office and as well as in the travel. So people do not want to like entertain so many calls, and nowadays people are receiving so many spam calls, so most of the time people do not pick the call. So if we are following only one mode of the communication, it will give you some trouble. So it is better that if we are using multiple channel, like we are using the WhatsApp business API, so we can share the, if we are taking the example of the real estate industry, so we can share the company like the property details, property detail PDF and the images of the site, so that customer will get an idea. And so whenever like he will get a customer will get a free time, definitely they will check and they will try to like get engage with you, and they will give you a response side by side. Like if we are doing lots of like email marketing, and we can give so many information over the email, we can share the brochure, and we can give the property information and the pricing. So they will also get to know, okay, so I'm free, I'm on holiday now, I do not want to get any like any spam call or any random call, so I can check my email. So over the email, if I'm getting all the information, it means like it solves your problem. And like all these like mode of the communication is like you can say increasing your connectivity with your customer. And moreover, customer will also appreciate that you are like you are giving a respect to their mode of the communication. You are not making unnecessary call to them, you are not sending unlimited message to them, and you are not sending or sharing unnecessary WhatsApp message to them. So if you are as per your like you can say as per the automation or as per the steps, if you know that okay, this customer wants this information, and if you are not making a call to them, you are sending the WhatsApp message to them, They can easily check all the details about your project and your the pricing of the property. And if you have any information, they can write away, they can write on the WhatsApp itself, or they can share the email. So by these activity, all these activity, like you can make your engagement with your customer, so that like your customer will also feel that okay, like these guys are not you can say ruining my holiday or the free time. Like it will also give you, like you can say uh, give you help to like increase the connectivity with your customer.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Vinny. Thank you so much, Himanshu. This brings an end to my questions at least. But we did get some questions from those who registered earlier via our landing page. So I will please now bring those up. And of course, if there are any other questions we get in the session, we will take them up as well. So, yeah. The first question is, how do we qualify inquiries and interest levels without getting them on a call first?
So, okay, if I can take take that question. So once we capture an inquiry, there is certain information also captured along with that inquiry, right? That kind of it is the attribute of that inquiry or that lead which we capture. That attribute can be basically the age group, the annual income, that kind of property he's looking at now. I'm, I'm selling a project. I'm having a project which has got only 2 BHK, 3 BHK apartments. But somebody had shown or expressed interest in a villa, like might not be no like very qualified customer for me, because he's expressed. Okay, or I'm selling only say a villa, and somebody who is looking at a 2 BHK is not a qualified customer for me. So just by seeing those like attributes about that lead which are captured along with the inquiry form, I would be able to take certain calls, and I would be able to assign a lead quality to them. Now, the business has the flexibility to define and decide whether they would want to engage with all those inquiries, or they would want to engage with inquiries only whose lead quality is above certain threshold limit. But as a CRM, say as a system, as a CRM perspective, we would be able to give a lead quality parameter basis the information that we capture while submission of an inquiry.
Yeah, yeah. Shimanshu, would you like to add?
Yes, like for example, like if we are getting some kind of the like a inquiry from the customer side that they do not prefer the like a call, and they have mentioned the mode of the communication, then we can follow if we have like a omni-channel communication like in one particular place. So we can use instead of like a the call option, like we can use the WhatsApp or we can use the email notification. So we can connect to the customer over the WhatsApp. We can ask to them that what is your inquiry and which product you are looking for and what is your budget. So accordingly, we can share the information over the WhatsApp and over the email. So like if we are following all these things, that we are not making customer very like offended, that like I have already requested that please do not call me and you are making call like n number of call. So like by using these other activity instead of the phone call, if you are following the WhatsApp activity, if you are following the email like a marketing, you can say the email messaging to the customer. So definitely like we can solve the customer problem as well as we can get the business as well.
Okay. And I see there's a comment from Navita. I'm not sure if it's a question, Navita. She says, email lands in spam, WhatsApp message, if not responded by a customer, would not be two-way communication. People who have enabled DND calls do not go through CRM. Is there any counter to that? Any way to handle such situations?
See, two things. One is, yes, I mean email can like land in spam, and then again, like there are ways to kind of like warm the IP, and then you create the content in such a way that it does not land in spam. So those things are from an email perspective. Second is WhatsApp is definitely once you send out WhatsApp communication, like so what increases the interest of a customer. Now, if the customer has interest in your, say, project or your property, if he had submitted an inquiry, you send out a WhatsApp or a message. If there is no response, you try sending it through a dialer. Like ask your rep, or you set up a process where at least in 2-3 days, 3 or 5 attempts should be taken by the sales rep to ensure that he tried to reach out to that customer. Now, after 5 attempts also, if like there is no response from the customer, it is better, okay, not to irritate further that customer. It's like we should avoid kind of like irritating or like annoying a customer. Rather, you move it to the marketing bucket, and let automated communication at regular intervals like should flow to his inbox or to his WhatsApp number or SMS. And then like whenever there is a response, see, if you generate 100 inquiries, I'm sure only 20% of them are kind of like sales ready or hot leads. The remaining 80% are either warm or cold, and we need further to engage them and nurture them to convert some of them into warm and hot again. So that's a continuous process. If one customer is not responding, you cannot do actually about it much. So better is you move it to a marketing bucket and let automated nurturing happens from there.
Okay. I think, Navita, if you have any follow-up questions, please do ask. I see that Jagrati has just shared another question that came in on email. How do we build a balance between agent intervention and using automation to answer prospect inquiries? How can auto dialing or having automated processes help go beyond the industry standards?
So, should I take this up first?
Sure, please do.
Okay. So, two things. One is automating the process. So, automating the process does not mean that we eliminate human angle from it. So, human intervention would be important. So, we are trying to minimize the errors which humans can do, or we are trying to automate the repetitive task. The repetitive task that a human would be doing can be kind of automated. Now, sending out a communication, a thanking mail, it can be automated, right? Like human is not involved for sending out an automated email or even an SMS or a WhatsApp message, like thanking for for inquiring with us, we will get back to you. This can be automated with us. Now, second is automating the process to nudge your internal teams to act onto certain, onto certain inquiry, onto certain stage, onto certain triggers. That's also a piece of automation. So we are automating the workflow to nudge the humans to act wisely and in time. And while they're acting on it, we show them whatever the relevant data they need to have a meaningful conversation. So that is the power of automation, that we empower the reps, we empower the people to have the conversation in the direction they want to achieve what they want to achieve.
Shimanshu, would you like to add to that?
Yes, of course. So, as per your like a question that agent, like you can say, the agent intervention with the automation is very much important, because by the help of the automation or by the help of the integration, like you are giving one, you can say, one help to your agent, that they will not make an unnecessary call. So automation will give you like some kind of the leads, so that your agent will also get to know, okay, I should not call these lead as customer has requested, like not to dial. So like they will make a call to those customers that who are really interested to get a call, or if they are really interested to get the WhatsApp messages. So it is completely depend upon your approach, that how you are approaching to your customer. So if you are following all the step which customer is looking for at your end, and so definitely you can connect with your customer. And automation definitely will give you help, because by the help of the automation you can set the auto dialer, when you need to make a call to the customer. If you are setting some a parameter or the automation, that these customers should not get dialed twice, or these customers should get dialed 2 or 3 times, then definitely that the auto dialer will follow the all these instruction, and will act accordingly.
Okay. Okay, Navita, we will get back to you. So actually, her question is there any way that the DID numbers do not fall in the category of spam calls?
Well, to be very honestly, we do not have any control on spamming, because spamming is not part of the, you can say, the auto dialer or the telephone industry. Right? Spamming is completely depend upon the like a customer, and spamming is related directly related to the Truecaller, and Truecaller is a completely different entity. So we cannot give any kind of the solution that your customer will not make your number spam. So we do not, as I inform you, that we do not have any control over the spamming. If you are getting call, you will get the option, you can make the put the number on spam. And if you are using the Truecaller like a subscription as well, yes, there are some chances that your number or your DID will not become spam very, you can say, in very first stage. Truecaller helps you to keep your number or your DID in a fresh way, so that people will not make your DIDs as a spam. So if you're not using the Truecaller, then definitely nobody can to be very honestly, nobody can give you any help to not to put your number on spam.
Okay, thank you, Navita. I hope that answers your question. And finally, I will take one more question that had come in earlier. And I know, of course, the larger discussion we have had today would have answered some of it. But yes, so Navita has given you a thumbs up, Shimanshu. So we are facing problems in generating quality leads. Are there any tips on how to use cold calling or emails for better lead generation? As cold people, I think that will be my question. Do you have any tips on the cold calling aspect of, I think, lead generation?
Oh, okay, I'm just taking this question. Cold calling now, two things. The database that we upload on a system and then assign it to the reps for cold calling, right? Out of the cold calling, they have to generate some interested or qualified leads. Now, you have to think the system should have the ability first to prioritize, in fact, in that database also, that who are the first 100 numbers I want to, or a sales rep should be dialing out to. If you have, rightful information about, you have got 1,000, database of 1,000 contact numbers, and then you have got a little bit more information about 150 numbers only. That, okay, which city, what is the age group, etc., etc. If you have all that information, so we should be dialing out only to the numbers who are having all this information, because the rep is empowered with some information to have the conversation in little more meaningful way, because he would be able to strike like certain repo based on the data set which is made available to him. So if you are able to segregate that, A, B, when we do cold call, if we have the email ID, okay, parallelly, if we run a campaign as well, like there are chances that after the call, if it is not okay picked up, an automated mail can be sent that we tried okay reaching out, an SMS can be sent, and if you have the WhatsApp number, probably WhatsApp can also be sent out. The possibility, I'm not saying, so I'm not at all saying that this will increase, your qualified numbers, like out of that database, like at a very high level. But yes, the possibility of converting that cold data into warm data increases with all these steps that we follow.
Absolutely. Thank you, Vineet. Shimanshu, this is going to be my last question to you. Any tips on cold calling before we close for the day?
Well, to be very honestly, Shivani, that we do not allow to make a cold call through our services, because like we are the like a cloud telephony services, so we have the tie up with the TRI, and we have to follow all the guidelines as per the TRI regulation. So it become very difficult, like if we are if any of our customer is making cold call, and if we are getting any kind of the DND complaint, because nowadays the TRI is very much strict. So if we are making any cold call to the customer, and if we are getting any complaint, then we have to give lots of proof to the TRI to like close the complaint. So on this point, I'm so sorry that I could not give my comments, because like as I informed you that we are completely bounded up with the TRI regulation. So we have to follow the guidelines. So we do not allow the cold calling. If customer is giving any consent on any of our business, our client website, that yes, like he's giving their consent that yes, business can contact us, so definitely customer can use a client can use our telephony services and make the call to their customer. But if they are purchasing some data from the market, and they are trying to like make some outbound call, then in that case, like, we do not allow.
I think it's an excellent combination of Lead Squared and Spark TG, because we are GDPR compliant, and you, of course, don't take up any cold calls. So, as a package, we're completely secure, and we will not be pushed into the spam or junk folder. So, with that, thank you so much for giving us your time, Shimanshu, Vineet. Lovely talking to you, and I'm sure the audience also got some great insights. Please look out for messages from us on social media and so on. We will be sharing the inputs that we've gathered here today. So, with that, I'd like to close the session. Thank you, Vineet. Thank you, Shimanshu.
Thank you
Thanks,
so much,
thanks a lot,
Shivani.
Shubham.
Thank you so much, Vineet.
Take care,
Thanks a lot,
everyone.
Himanshu.
Thank you.
It was a wonderful session. Thank you very much, all.
Same here. Thank you so much.